The destination is Carson, California for match day 7 between Colorado Rapids 2 and LA Galaxy 2. We're here at Dignity Health Sports Park. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm James Hadnot. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. And this matchup is one that you could expect for Colorado to come out firing early on, as they've done this entire season, sitting at the top of the Western Conference table. 5 wins, just 1 tie on the season. And for Los Angeles, a team with just 5 points on the year, sitting at 12th. But in talking with head coach Marcelo Sarvas, he shared with me how this team early on was just trying to figure things out, making sure that their roster was ready for this portion of the season. And now that they've had a couple of matches, now they're ready to press forward. And a team to press forward against would be Colorado, that has been exceptional all year. And if you're looking at Colorado and how they've gotten off to this strong start, a top-notch player in Yosuke Hanya, who's coming off a fantastic April, the player of the month in all of MLS Next Pro. And Hanya is somebody I talked with head coach Eric Boucher about, and Boucher sharing with me that if he could have multiple Yosuke Hanyas on one team, then he would welcome that. And so definitely looking forward to seeing Hanya on this field here tonight. And time to look at the LA Galaxy starting 11 in their 4-2-3-1. And the player to look out for LA Galaxy at the front is Aaron Bibu. Bibu coming in with 4 goals on the year, player of match day 4 with his hat trick, one of the only hat tricks this season in all of MLS Next Pro. And his head coach sharing with me that the next step for Bibu is understanding the ups and downs of a season. And can he be consistent and have that similar type of showing against a top-notch team, a scrappy team like Colorado? That's going to be the question that we look for the answer here in this match. And now time to look at the Colorado Rapids 2 lineup, playing in a 4-3-3. Remy Cabral at the front with Hanya and Marlon Vargas to his left and to his right. And how does the midfield for Colorado interact, and how do they interchange, and really holding up the ball and making sure that they stay in possession against a team in LA Galaxy 2 that's going to look to press forward, look to find goals early in this match here at home with the energy that's going to be necessary to take on a top-notch talent and a top-notch team like Colorado Rapids 2 in the Western Conference. So this is the first time these teams have ever met in the young history of MLS Next Pro. And for Colorado Rapids 2, coming off a come-from-behind victory versus North Texas SC, went down early in the match. Hope Avayevu had a couple of goals in that match, but it was not enough, as Yosuke Hanya had a goal in that match, also had the assist on the game-winning goal by Oliver Larraz. And so Colorado ready, looking to continue their unbeaten streak to start the season. And LA Galaxy, who has just the 1 win on the year, that came against Vancouver, as mentioned, looking for another win here at home. A beautiful day in Carson, California, here at Dignity Sports Park, and a day in which we've had multiple goals already scored across MLS Next Pro. A fantastic match out between Atlanta and Inter Miami. And on tap here in California, another match that's going to have a similar type of sizzle for sure. If you're Colorado and you're a team that's looking to continue your success and try to match Crown Legacy, who has the most wins in MLS Next Pro up to this point, they got a win earlier in the match day on Friday. They have 6 wins, and Colorado's looking to have and get their 6th win of the season. And for LA, and talking with their head coach, Marcelo Sarvas, he's shared with me how important a match like this is for his team, because when you have young players, sometimes they don't know what they don't know. And so in a match like this, going up against a talented team, aren't going to necessarily feel a challenge or feel overmatched. They're going to look for said challenge, look for this opportunity, and to play at the highest level. So Chris Ruska blows his whistle, and LA in their green tops and green bottoms, Colorado in the sky blue tops and sky blue bottoms. We're off here in California on match day 7 in MLS Next Pro play. In net for Los Angeles, Novak Mikovic. He's making his MLS Next Pro debut. Almost a giveaway, but LA back on the ball. Picasso. No avenue through. Delgado. And a turnover early on. Ball taken back by Alcala. That's Colorado. Doesn't need an invitation after taking the ball away from their opponent. Eric Boucher, head coach for Colorado, named Coach of the Month in April after his team went undefeated. Ball comes over the top. But Axel Picasso offside. And despite the accolades for Colorado, they're a team that, again, has a really good breath about them. It's a hard-working team, hard-working organization overall. And while the team has won the accolades, understands it's a long season. Numbers coming forward now. Ball comes right across, doesn't make it to Hanya. Tracked down by LaRose, and he'll let it roll out for throwing. And now, from the turf, Connor Miller somehow earns the ball back. Excellent ball. Now numbers can come forward for Los Angeles. Slipped off to the right. Field reversed. Picasso takes the shot. Not enough bend to trouble Adam Beaudry. Out for a goal kick. But again, changing the point of attack, making things difficult for Colorado. But things closed down quickly. And Steve Flores was in perfect position not to allow Picasso any way past him. Adam Beaudry, who got his first minutes in MLS Next Pro play last time out. And a foul inside the box. Spoke with Adam this week as well for Colorado, and he shared that he's very happy with how his offense has played in front of him, but understands that this team has high goals, high aspirations, and LA is the next challenge on the schedule. Colorado showing great pace again. Ball slipped off to the left, and an offside as the ball clipping Alex Gersbosch as he ran out. Another giveaway. Advantage is played. LaRaz sends it wide. On the overlap, earns the ball back, clips it back to the middle. No shot taken, and Remy Cabral could not put enough power behind it. But the ball not sticking here early for Colorado. Hanya slithering outside the 18. As the ball trickles out, another goal kick upcoming. But here it is again. On the overlap, LaRaz first touch. And again, Cabral trying to find the favored foot. Colorado has looked dangerous here early. And again, the difficulty is trying to play through this press. LA breaking free for a moment. Once again, out wide. Cross coming in and headed away. Corner upcoming. So Jonathan Perez has been the option on the wide side of the field. Perez played the ball across to Picasso, which turned into the lone shot for Los Angeles. And now Perez will take the corner. LA trying to take the lead on top of the Western Conference leaders. Ball loose in the box, sent back out. Long shot is blocked from Saldana. Second ball comes in, and the header floats into the arms of Beaudry. Now LA with an opportunity to put on a bit of pressure here. But Colorado quickly breaks through. LaRaz, excellent ball out to Hanya. Sends it back to LaRaz. And some last-ditch defending. Haskell Ezengay tracks that down. Ezengay joined the academy at age 15 before going back to Cameroon. Now Galaxy 2. Space to operate. Perez has his pass intercepted. He was looking for Riley Delgado. And again, Colorado quick on the counter. Too much weight on that ball, and it's out. Fourth throw in. So excellent pace on both sides here early on, and here in the 10th minute, match day 7. Los Angeles, a team that's 12th in the Western Conference. But their head coach sharing with me earlier in the week that where they sit right now is not where he feels that the team's level of play has been. They've taken on some tough opponents early on in the year. And Minnesota, a team that was at the top of the West for a portion of the year early on. They started their year with 3 straight wins. North Texas, which is always a tough team. And for this LA Galaxy side, they tied with Austin FC2, who is second in the West. And LA won in the kicks from the mark that came after their tie, as now there's a player down. Can't get a good look at this point in time. We'll give it to you in just a moment. And as he's worked on thinking about this LA side that has had a tough road here early on. But as I mentioned, Coach Sarva saying that he completely believes in this team and what they're going to be as this season wears on. So the player that is now up is Abubakar Keita. He's walking off under his own power. So Keita coming off for a moment. He goes right to the bench. Blake Malone will come on for Keita. So Blake Malone, a consistent performer for Colorado.
In the 12th minute, leaving the game, number 30, Abubakar Keita. Into the game, number 46, Blake Malone.
One of the 4 players that's returning from last year's Colorado side. And a team that is playing much better than they did last year. And for that, Coach Bousset said that just the preseason program worked in favor. A tough preseason. A lot of matches and a lot of growth early on. LA can't slip free. Now Colorado on the ball. Hanya on the touchline, keeps it in. Stifling defense for the moment. And Axel Picasso has been active early. Miller. And now Hanya. Not enough weight on that ball. He's the key player for Colorado. Hanya has scored in every match he's appeared in this season. 5 goals on the year. Long ball over the top. Finds the foot of Beaudry. And you can sense that at this point in time, for Galaxy 2 trying to feel out the best way through against Colorado. For the Rapids, they've already found multiple ways to break down this LA side, as Cabral defends well from behind. And that just showcases how well put together Colorado is at this point in time, both defensively and offensively, having a really good understanding of what they're trying to do. Beaudry heading it down, way outside the box, and potentially starting a break. Miller. Cross comes in. Cabral was the intended target. And a handball right outside the box. Axel Picasso was back defending. And Dauda Amadou was lurking right outside the 18. Here it is again. Picasso going to look back and feel like that was off the chest, but just clipped the outside of the arm. So an opportunity for Colorado here early. 16th minute. Gersbach and Laraz, the two behind it. On the turf and off the post. Danger not gone. Slipped in. And now LA finds themselves on the ball for a moment. Cross coming down, centered, shot, and scored. Marlon Vargas. Colorado takes a 1-0 lead early here in the first half. All the way from the free kick, troubling Mikovic. Did not have to make a save. And although there was no true clearance, Colorado stays on the ball. The counter press works to perfection, and Marlon Vargas takes his time and tucks it away. Colorado goes up 1-0. And for a team like Colorado that has constantly put pressure on opponents, you could sense that they had a true understanding of how they wanted to attack this LA side. And it came the first 15 minutes, it was very evident, wanted to find the ball in wide areas. Yosuke Hanya had a chance down the wide side, and also Connor Miller. And once that ball went from the wide side right to the middle, turned into trouble. And although the free kick was not the scoring point, it did turn into an opportunity for Colorado. And the away side find themselves ahead of LA. So for the Galaxy, a response necessary against a side in Colorado that's one of the highest scoring teams in all of the league. Coming into this match, 12 total goals. And an excellent goal differential. And again, space opening up. Wide to Laraz. Slips it forward. Flores puts it in. Now a chance. This one's wide. Blake Malone had the opportunity. Wide areas have been open. Cabral just clipped that back. Thought he had somebody behind him making that near post run, which opened things up on the backside. And what you want to see from your striker. Always want to have a near post run, because although you might not receive the ball, it will 100% open something up on the backside when you have that numbers advantage. And Malone just could not put it on frame. Alcala, no avenue through. Cabral pumps it back. Now the ball well forward. LaRoz somehow holding off his competition and has the wherewithal to earn the foul. So a free kick coming from a much deeper area, but a chance and a set piece for Colorado. Riley Delgado, the guilty party. So Gersbach and LaRoz once again stand behind the free kick. Cleared away for the moment by Bibu. Comes right down to him. And the striker sends it back to the middle of the pitch. And it's turned over. Cabral out wide. Excellent defense by Carson Klein. Bibu. And once again, Colorado finds themselves in possession. That's one thing LA is going to want to do a little bit more here, is once they take the ball over, hold possession for a moment. But we mentioned already how difficult it's been for the home side to find a channel or find a way through. Flores. Ball now wide for Colorado. The cross whipped in. Delgado clears it away. Lopez. And now a very bad giveaway. LaRoz has space forward, booms one. It's blocked away by Mikovic, and the foul comes on LaRoz. Carry the ball forward and decides to take a deep shot. A lot of power behind it, but right at Novak Mikovic. The man making his debut with the save. Senge loses out on possession. And now Colorado in a similar position. Hanya finds Cabral. The two-play pass. Hanya, excellent ball in. Pass comes back out. But Dauda Amadou was offside. That just showcasing the technical ability, though, of Hanya. A perfectly weighted ball as Amadou was breaking through lines. Just a tick too early was Amadou. He was free for what could have been the second goal on the day for Colorado. Bibu in a battle with Moses Bombito. And Bombito wins that battle. Beaudry sends it forward. LA takes over in possession after Axel Picasso keeps it in. Bibu does well to hold up the ball and send it out. Cross blocked away. Gersbach in defense. On the ball now. Beaudry, a heavy first touch. Sends it deep. And the foul coming in. Adam Saldana has to retie his cleats. Delgado. Asenge. Back to Mikovic. For LA. Had the one early opportunity by Axel Picasso. But that was the only shot here throughout the first 27 minutes of action. Colorado can't believe it. Remy Cabral thought he was on his way for a chance. Thinking about Colorado overall this season, have already had some really good high points going into SaberCat Stadium against Houston. And Dynamo Dos did not lose a match at home all of last year. But Colorado went in to Houston and got a win to break that streak. And of course, in their last match taking on North Texas, coming from behind. This ball out for a throw. But a team that takes it one match at a time. And coming from one of their leaders in Adam Beaudry, sharing that with me this week, that while we've done well, offense has done well, defense has done well, we always want to get better. And now Larraz works forward. Hanya went for himself. It did take a deflection and will be out for a corner as Larraz takes it towards the corner flag. Here it is again. Not just what happens when you're aggressive for Colorado. Working forward, Hanya could have stopped his run, but continued on the overlap and the ball dropped to him. Now a corner for Colorado. Outswinging ball. Off the first touch. Oh my goodness. What a chance. Ball dropping and now cleared away. When you're feeling it, that's how you get down. Rapids, too, almost with a out of this world goal. It will go down as just a long shot on target. Cabral taken down from behind, and now a free kick upcoming for Colorado. Here's that long shot off of the corner. Initial attempt was blocked away, and an excellent go. And now another free kick, another set piece opportunity. Gersbach right at Mikovic. And that would have taken an even more special attempt to score from that distance. On the flip side, as we look at LA, has not been an easy go. They're down here 1-0 to Colorado. This LA side does have young players mentioned. Aaron Bibu, as well as Askell Essengay. And when you have young players, especially in a league of this caliber that is there for development, sometimes the results may not come. And that will be a foul. And now a yellow card shown on the back end. But in talking with coaches within the league overall, understanding the keys of wanting to get results and earn those points, but also understanding that it is a maturation process. The yellow card showed to the substitute, Blake Malone, for time wasting. Every opportunity, an opportunity to learn, especially for a side like LA that is coming to its own. This free kick pumped in. Still down. Once again, Axel Picasso finds himself around the ball. Just couldn't take a shot. And now with LA having a throw in deep in their own offensive end, can you locate Aaron Bibu? Your team's leading goal scorer with 4 on the year, 3 of which coming in one match. Their lone win of the year versus Vancouver. Can you find him on a cross in the box? Or can he hold up the ball and play a ball wide just to open things up and give your team a true opportunity? All the way back to Mikovic as Hanya. And Beaudry, quick off his line. The offside flag was up, but you like the young Beaudry not waiting or not leaving it in the hands of the assistant referee. Picasso almost forces the turnover. Larraz showing off his strength to hold off Delgado. And now Colorado breaking free once again. Remy Cabral cuts it back. Vargas, the goal scorer, can't retain possession. And there is Aaron Bibu, but 75 yards away from the opposing goal. Now a steal. Hanya has it come off the back tire, but back to Larraz. Miller. Larraz. Deep to Hanya. Cuts it in. Wonderful bit of skill. And had the right idea. Now, Galaxy 2 can't race forward. Bombito with the steal. And again, the idea is there for Colorado. The execution almost there for the away side. The correct runs being made. Just that final pass. The only thing left here as they look for that second goal in the first half. As the ball rolls out, LA has a throw. In talking with Coach Sarvis this week, he shared with me that what his team needs to do moving forward, the next step, is to be better in regards to the final effort, whether it's defensively or offensively. Now a giveaway for his home side. Miller taking the ball away, but the tackle earns the infraction. But feeling that his team has shown effort, but the final effort, the finish, is what's necessary for his side. And already being down a goal, that effort going to be necessary if they want to have any chance here at home. Something that this team is obsessed with possession. They want to have the ball, and Colorado has had a lot of the ball here in the half, and so they've been able to be more aggressive going towards goal and also putting pressure on LA. So as this half continues, the adjustment will be how can LA keep possession at the conclusion of this half, as well as more in the second half. Turning is Vargas. Now to Larraz. Another long attempt. And he's not been shy from distance. Has had two big blasts from deep. And they've required Novak Mikovic to punch the ball away. You see a lot of power behind these shots, which means that he cannot catch it firmly or cleanly. A corner now for Colorado. In-swinging ball out once again. And another corner upcoming for Colorado. Plenty of big targets. Dauda Amadou, a man to look out for. Another ball comes in, headed to the back post. And Moses Bombito rising above everyone. Just could not put it on frame. Here it is again, up high for it, trying to guide it into that back post. Alcala. Bombito finds Cabral, who wins the battle. Vargas sprays it off to the left. Ball comes back in. Only as far as Miller. Now Flores slips it in. Larraz. Headed on and in! Yosuke Hanya has his 6th goal of the year. Excellent soccer, excellent interchange, and Cabral couldn't get it. Hanya had his back. And Yosuke Hanya has scored in every single match he stepped on the pitch this season. And why would today be any different?
Colorado Rapids 2 goals scored by number 47, Yosuke Hanya. In the
10 goals now in his Colorado Rapids 2 career, the most of any player at the second team level here in MLS Next Pro in the young history of Colorado in this league. And again, he was the player we pointed out at the beginning of the match for a reason. And his head coach said his work rate is through the roof. Always seems to be in the right place at the right time. And that instance, right at the back post, no different. Player of the month in the league in April. And he starts May off on the right foot. Flores. Hanya turning, keeps his feet and keeps possession. And a perfect ball necessary there as Hanya goes to his backside. Looks like he's rubbing at his right leg. He did keep his footing, trying to make that turn. And just needing a moment. Up and walking less gingerly. And play continues here in California. Colorado with 2 goals here in the first half. Could have had more and looking for more now. Ball taken away by Vargas. But as 3 green jerseys converge, Bibu can't beat Beaudry to the ball. And Adam Beaudry, once again, off his line. The 4th official announcing a minimum of 3 minutes of stoppage time. LA down by these 2 goals here at home against the top team in the Western Conference. 5 wins, no losses, 1 draw for Colorado. And they played like one of the top teams in the West here today in this first half. A clinical display. And have executed their game plan to perfection. Bombito. Sends it to Cabral, who holds things up. Cabral back on the ball. And as him and Flores play pass, Colorado trying to waste away these final moments of the first half, in which they've been phenomenal. And again, over the top has been the only way that LA has tried to find a way through against Colorado. And now the turnover, maybe the best chance of the day. Just the second shot, that one coming from Adam Saldana. And after having one shot within the first 5 minutes, that's just the second shot of the match. It actually came from Carson Klein. But that just showcases how well Colorado has done defensively here in this first half, along with the 2 goals. Delgado. Mikovic clears it deep. That will end the first half. A clinical first half for Colorado. The Rapids lead 2-0 on top of LA Galaxy 2. And for Colorado, looking to continue their long-standing success this season, looking for their 6th win overall to match the highest win total in all of the league in either the Western or Eastern Conference. Last Sunday, New England and Cincinnati delivered one of the wildest matches in the league's short history. Mars Sheridan had the call.
FC Cincinnati had a good start to this game. They're trying to catch New England disorganized. Here's a chance off an interception. Ordonez scores. Samways takes a shot and it's in. An own goal. Blocked down by Weinstein, denies Samways. Awashi tucks it in the corner. New England Revolution come out victorious and kicks from the spot. Lots of love there.
Well, a back and forth matchup there between New England and Cincinnati. Match day 6 tied the record for most penalties awarded with 9, and 5 different players recorded a brace. Samar Pettis has more on last weekend in this latest installment of The Spotlight.
MLS Next Pro's 6th weekend of play brought a new set of faces into the spotlight. I'm Samara Perez, here to highlight all the players that stood out in Matchday 6. The MLS Next Rising Star of Matchday 6 honor goes to Academy player Cole Maroka of Crew 2. Just as the defending champs entered the last 20 minutes of play, trailing 2-0, the 17-year-old came on in the 71st minute to put them on the board. It took him less than 60 seconds to curl the ball from a distance after a bad giveaway to put his team within 1 and on the road to a champion-like 3-2 comeback. His quick-fire curler also earned him Goal of Matchday 6 honors after tallying 55% of the votes. Another player that helped his team bag the 3 points is our MLS Next Pro Player of the Matchday, Yosuke Hanya of Rapids 2. In the match against North Texas SC, Hanya netted the equalizer, which was his 5th goal in 2023 in 5 appearances. Just a minute later, he registered a clever assist to teammate Oliver Loraz. Hanya's performance thus far has been at a peak level, making way for Rapids 2's 5th win in 6 games. It is no surprise that he's the first to earn MLS Next Pro Player of the Month recognition this season. Finally, we congratulate our MLS Next Pro Team of the Matchday, Real Monarchs. Jamisono Lave's squad claimed the accolades after their impressive Sunday showing. The team resiliently bounced back from a 1-0 deficit against Timbers 2 and netted 5 goals to secure their 3rd win of the season. Not only were Diego Lunas's brace and the rest of the attackers key, but the team's defense also played a huge role in preventing any more goals from hitting the back of the net. Kudos to all of this past weekend's honorees. We'll be back celebrating the brightest performers after match day 7.
Well, an excellent match day 6 has turned the page to match day 7. And Friday night we kicked off match day 7 with the battle of the Eastern Conference's top 2 teams when Crown Legacy hosted Orlando. I brought you the match day action on Season Pass at Apple TV Plus. It was a fantastic one, and here's how everything went down.
Starts his engines down the left side. Ball sent in, headed on, and in the back of the net. Now a turnover, and the ball sent out to Tablante, who's racing forward. Moses Tablante. Medina to the back post, is punched away, and then found in. The second one sends him into the box. Mayaka, Rodriguez da Costa, yes! His service blocked. Mayaka earns it back. Now Scardina slips through. Tavares, yes!
Yuri Tavares with a brace and completed the comeback for Crown Legacy. They took the win, and they are still atop the Eastern Conference with 6 wins on the year. A team that is undefeated, not having a loss overall in this 2023 slate. Well, yesterday our lone match featured a double yellow and 4 penalty kicks. Sean St. Jacques takes us through New England at New York City.
Very good back line as well. Nico Benalcazar leads the back line, and he's been a mainstay in this MLS Next Pro side as of late. Malcolm Fry has a bunch of talent and a bunch of skill at his disposal, but he doesn't clear it definitively, only as far as Hope Gund. Shot is flared in, it's a decent chest down, big opportunity. Dennis is on the follow, and Dennis scores! 2 goals last time out for Diaz. Can he score from the penalty spot here for New England? He can, and he equalizes. Marcos Diaz is at the double for New England. He scored at either end from the penalty spot. Elias, McFarland. McFarland's ball in. Aravallo's header is central, and it's in. It's 2-2. M.D. Myers equalizes. Nicolas Benalcazar scores calmly. Who scored to give New York City the lead? Can he score again to give them all 3 points? He can.
And again, New York City FC with the come-from-behind victory. And now it's time to look at match day 8. We press forward, press on here in this 2023 season. Crown Legacy looks to stay undefeated, taking on Atlanta. And Orlando, no rest for the weary. After taking on the #1 team in the East, they take on the reigning champions in all of the league in Columbus Crew 2. Another excellent matchup. Tacoma Defiance starting to put some wins together. Here in the slate, they'll have the late matchup versus Minnesota as we continue on here on halftime in this match. Now time to look more into Huntsville City.
Long shot, and it's an absolute banger on 1v1. Opens in the count. Azad Liadi working forward. Golazo. Free kick driven goalward.
MLS Next Pro fans, I am delighted to be joined today by the one and only Nick Firmino of Atlanta United 2. Nick, thanks for sitting down with us.
Thank you for having me.
Your journey in the U.S. soccer program began in New England. How'd you first get involved with the Revs organization?
Yeah, well, I played at a local club called FC Blazers for about 4 or 5 years up until I was 13, I would say. And you know, my last year at that club, I did a couple of RTCs, which are basically, you know, tryouts you get invited to for the Revs Academy. Did well in those tryouts and ended up joining the academy at age 13, if I remember correctly.
How do we describe the journey from New England to Atlanta?
So I was at the Revs for 6 years. I joined when I was 13. Played in the academy for 5 years, signed at 17 for the first team, played there for 2 years, and then after that, I left in 2020, I think it was, and from there I played a year in the USL League One, played for Union Omaha, played there for a year, won a championship, had a fun time there, and then after that is when I got the call from Atlanta United.
Opportunity for Lopez. Lopez trying to dance, and Nick Firmino from distance, it deflects in! Firmino with the brace.
Firmino, header here. He is on a tear and has announced himself to the league.
And now that you're here, I mean, this season specifically, off to a red-hot start, one of the league's leaders in goals. What has allowed you to be so productive in this Atlanta scheme?
Yeah, well, that's a testament to the coaching staff, you know, to the work I put in every day. We have a great group of guys, and, you know, like I said, the coaching staff has instilled a lot of confidence in me, and, you know, I just try to go out there and do what the team needs for us to win, and, you know, now we got to keep the run of form going.
Following a great month, now we kind of look ahead. If I could have you complete this sentence for me, at the end of 2023, Nick Firmino will be
A champion.
a man of few words. I love it, but that's a pretty good word to fill that sentence in with. Okay, now I want to just really quickly do a little bit of rapid fire, get to know you a little bit better, kind of off the pitch.
Okay.
You have to say, like, first thing that comes to your mind. We'll start with best color Gatorade.
Blue.
Good answer. There was only one correct answer there, by the way. Instagram or Twitter?
Instagram.
Favorite cheat day meal?
Ice cream.
Okay. Any flavor?
Vanilla.
Who's your favorite athlete?
Neymar.
Awesome. Well, Nick, thank you so much for sitting down with us. Congratulations on a great month, and I know I speak for all of us when we look forward to your play continuing as we move forward.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Well, welcome back here to Carson, California. LA Galaxy 2 down 2-0. to Colorado Rapids 2, a first half in which Colorado was on the front foot from the beginning defensively, and here's how the first half went down. Colorado, of course, the team at the top of the Western Conference, and LA with just one win on the year. And for Los Angeles, Axel Picasso had one of the best chances early on in the match, but could not put it on frame. Adam Beaudry was not tested. And here, the ball going to bounce to Marlon Vargas. The press working to perfection. Vargas under control and sends a quick one past Novak Makovic for the first goal of the match. And that's how this match continued for Colorado, and multiple shots from distance by Oliver Larraz. He was not shy to shoot from deep, and a lot of those shots did come onto frame, and they challenged Makovic, and that shot was one that left everyone speechless because Connor Miller almost had a whirl of a goal. Moses Bombito rising above everyone, couldn't keep it on frame. And the reason you see a lot of chances for Colorado is because of how well they did defensively, always putting themselves in good positions. And speaking of good position, Yosuke Hanya always at the right place at the right time. A back post header, his 6th goal of the year. And Colorado takes a 2-goal lead into the half. And as we look at the statistics, LA wants to have more of the possession, but they had a lot of possession in their defensive end. They found themselves losing the ball, turning the ball over, and that allowed for Colorado to get the ball higher up the field. And when you have the ball higher up the field, that allows you to work out wide if you so choose and send the ball back in, as you saw with the second goal, or reverse the field, and as you saw with the first goal. And so Colorado had everything at their disposal in that first half. And so for LA, going to have to take more shots, going to have to find and locate different avenues through and play more in their own offensive end. But that's easier said than done going up against a team like Colorado that head coach Marcelo Sarvis for Los Angeles had high praise for this week when he talked with us, sharing that he said Colorado is not only a well-run organization, they're a hard-working organization from top to bottom, and that's what his team and what he expected from his side going up against Colorado in this match. And so for Colorado, they will wear the blue jerseys, the sky blue tops, sky blue bottoms, and LA rocking green jerseys and green bottoms. So for Colorado, 2 subs going in. Logan Batiste will enter the match, and also coming in is Daniel Garcia. With this 2-goal lead, Colorado go on the bench to keep everyone fresh at this point in time. So the second half begins for Los Angeles. Early on in this half, we'll be looking for just one to get back into the match. And that's a foul and a yellow card.
Halftime substitution for Colorado Rapids 2. Leaving the game, number 64, Moise Bombito. Entering the game, number 54, Daniel Garcia. Also leaving the game, number 16, Alex Gersa. Entering the game, number 48, Logan Batiste. And substitution for your LA Galaxy 2. Leaving the game, number 48, Diego Lopez. Entering the game, number 45, Adrian Gonzalez. Also leaving the game, number 38, Axel Picasso. Entering the game, number 52, Elijah Amadine.
LA Galaxy with the early free kick. And Cabral a little too handsy inside the box. And now Hanya defensively not letting LA out of dodge, but another foul called. Ball down to Vargas. Ran into a crowd. And you can see Colorado not calling off the dogs here at this point in time as they start the second half. This is how they scored their first goal in the first half, by finding themselves in possession higher up the field. And once they took over in possession, calmly finding ways past LA. Space opening up, and now a foul on LA. And so now Riley Delgado being asked to come back to have a quick conversation with Chris Ruska. And Yosuke Hanya arguing his case as the two fell to the field. Free kick flutters in, bouncing around, and will roll. And still down as Steve Flores, and now he'll be tended to. Aaron Bibu is the man that ran into him as he was trying to sneak free and sneak forward. And Steve Flores is up under his own power. First half goals by Marlon Vargas and Yosuke Hanya, the difference right now. We're in the 50th minute early on in MLS Next Pro play. This ball's headed out. So if you're LA, how can you find yourself in more possession of the ball? Colorado has been very calm in their attack. Hanya contacted with, and Elijah Amadine is called for the foul. And so Hanya still conversing with Ruska, our referee, and Chris Ruska is trying to keep a lid on things here early in the half. Ball sent in, headed back to the middle, still loose, and it's in. Will be a goal, a lot of bodies around, but a goal nonetheless for Colorado, and that will be the third for the away side. And that's what you're looking for if you're Colorado, just making things difficult. And it will be Daniel Garcia who will earn the goal. Garcia sticking around and played the final ball in. So coming in as a substitute right off the bench and scoring 7 minutes in to the half. Colorado has 3 on the board now. And Bibu, who has to be careful, now will be shown a yellow. It's been a frustrating day for him as the number 9. Hasn't been able to get on the ball very often. Anytime he's picked the ball up, it has been deep in his own territory. And here it is again. For Aaron Bibu, he has a bright future in this league. A big frame, has the ability to score. But the maturation process is the toughest part for him at this point in time. At a young age, just trying to, again, understand the highs and lows of being a professional. Ball to Miller. Not enough weight as he looked for Marlon Vargas. And again, just suffocating defense by Steve Flores. Long ball. Bounces right into the mitts of Novak Mikovic. And there again, we see Bibu tracking back, and they're earning the foul. And for a player that has earned matchday honors and has 4 goals coming into this match, really excited to see what he can do if given a chance here in this match. Ball comes out wide. Perez closed down quickly. All the way back to Asenge. Perez, finally some space. Saldana sends it back to the middle. Headed down to Amadine, and he'll watch it roll out. Delgado to Amadine, clips it in, but not troubling for Adam Beaudry. Now a turnover, a lot of contact in the box, and nothing comes of it. Working forward now is Steve Flores, and a yellow card will be shown. Some pushing and shoving. And again, tempers rising right now as Saldana and Flores getting into it a bit. And again, a tough job now of Chris Ruska in a match that has gotten a bit out of hand in regards to the score. for the team that's down right now, just looking for any reason to let go of some of that emotion. And now a red card shown to Zaldana. So things going from bad to worse. Zaldana being sent off. And Colorado will play a man up for the remainder of this match. And have to wonder if it was because of the escalation. Of course, Steve Flores committed the foul. Check that, the foul was committed on Steve Flores by Zaldana. Flores was not happy about it when he got up. And Adam Zaldana got into the face of Flores. And things started to escalate from there.
I think it must have been a straight red.
Ball in the box, and the fourth goal of the day for Colorado. Yosuke Hanya has his second. Colorado makes quick work with the man up, and Yosuke Hanya continues his scoring ways. And again, on the end of it, it's Larraz playing the ball out wide to Hanya, and he calmly cuts it back. Excellent skill. Goes behind his leg and then tucks it home for the goal. So now things toppling a bit for Los Angeles. Some substitutions preparing to come in for Galaxy 2. So Juan Calderon, one of the men that's come on. But again, Remy Cabral off the turnover, wants to go for himself. Excellent for Remy Cabral, and he gives us a gritty 5-0. Colorado pouring it on here on the road. Cabral wanted this one and would not be denied.
There are new substitutions for your LA Galaxy 2 in the 59th minute. Leading the game was number 53, Alex Alcala. Entering the game, number 54, Brendan Payet. Also leading the game is number 56, Jonathan Perez. And into the game, number 65.
And so as play resumes, Colorado adding to that goal differential. Coming into this match, they were +7. And now a 5 spot put up on the road, 2 of which have come within the last 5 minutes or so. Amadine contacted with outside of the box, and so there will be a free kick. And now again, more pushing and shoving. And you see it, Adrian Gonzalez in it. Here is the foul. Amadine goes down. Gonzalez wants to play quickly. Daniel Garcia and Gonzalez back and forth. No cards, no bookings. And now Chris Ruska with the yellow in hand will be shown to Daniel Garcia. So Adrian Gonzalez stands behind this free kick, a 5-man wall, and a player for Colorado laying on the turf. Gonzalez sends it over the wall and over everyone on his attempt. So Daniel Garcia picks up the yellow card here in the 62nd minute. And this another moment for both sides. If you're Colorado, well in front, needing to keep your head for the totality of this match. And if you're Los Angeles, also need to keep your head. Don't want to lose a player for the next time these two teams meet. Amadine in the best chance of the day. But Adam Beaudry back on it. Adam Zaldana, who is out with the red, will not be playing the next time these two teams meet. Remy Cabral just scored that goal, doing well to keep possession. There are two players for Colorado on a yellow, Blake Malone and Daniel Garcia. Ball sent out wide. Vargas slips it through. Running out of real estate, though, was Steve Flores. What a day it's been for Colorado. And a player like Yosuke Hanya, who, after having such a spectacular month of April, starts the month of May with 2 goals. Had one at the end of the first half in the 42nd minute, and has one here in the second half in the 59th. And when you have a player of that caliber, he's in his 2nd season here with Colorado Rapids 2. He's going to get a lot of pub. And when you ask the coach about him, to hear that he's one of the hardest workers on the team, it makes sense why he plays at such a high level and why he's been so exceptional at this point of the year. Amadou Larraz, the ball now works back to Blake Malone. Larraz keeps possession, sprays it out wide. Cross comes in, Cabral was there, ball past him, tracked down by Marlon Vargas. As this ball rolls out. Goal kick upcoming.
Substitution for Colorado Rapids 2 in the 66th minute of play. Leaving the game, number 45, Dauda Amaru. Entering the game, number 44, Kaike de Rico Casquera.
So Kaike de Brito comes in, and leaving is Remy Cabral. Cabral did score his goal here in this match, and now goes off. We'll see how long players like Yosuke Hanya stay on the pitch as well. Ball comes to the middle. Calderon sends it deep, but Carson Klein can't wrangle it. And now if you're Colorado, not necessarily looking past the side in Los Angeles, but speaking broadly about them and their chances in the league overall. Teams like Houston, teams like Austin will see a result like this and know they have something that they have to deal with. Colorado coming into this match as the top team in the West, tied in regards to points with Austin. And Austin with 4 wins and 3 ties coming into this match. Colorado with 5 wins and 1 tie. And as you see these teams stack up, both have dynamic players. Looking at Austin, a team that had the goalkeeper of the month in Damian Loss. For Colorado having the coach of the month as well as player of the month. But also this season is a long one, and that's why you have to keep stacking up results like Colorado has done to start the year. And on the flip side, if you're LA, the season is a long one. And so any type of momentum that you can pull or any type of fire you can find can go a long way. We'll be back to the drawing board for Los Angeles side with just the 1 win on the year, but has played tough competition. Mentioned that they play teams like Austin. Colorado on the ball now, out to Larraz. Thought about a cross, already has 2 assists on the day. This one comes down. Marlon Vargas, who was looking for a brace of his own, was offside. Vargas almost had another steal. And again, Colorado playing ball hawking defense. Earn the possession. Flores. Hard collision. Him and Carson Klein come together.
Colorado Rapids 2 substitution in the 70th minute. Leaving the game, number 47, Yosuke Hanya. Entering the game, number 40, Robinson Aguirre Ortega.
And as mentioned, Yosuke Hanya's day coming to a close. Robinson Aguirre Ortega will come on for him. And Hanya on his way to maybe another man of the match day after 2 goals here in this one. Was the man of match day 6. Colorado still looking for more goals and now have a corner kick. Hanya had a goal and an assist versus North Texas in their come-from-behind victory to keep them undefeated on the year. Things did look bleak at University of Denver Soccer Stadium with North Texas coming out firing. And now Larraz prepares for this corner. Ball booted in, headed back, first time taken. And Marlon Vargas could not trouble Novak Mikovic. And again, on frame, but no power to really perturb Mikovic, who's had a rough one here in his first MLS Next Pro start. Gonzalez can't keep the ball, but was fouled. So Adrian Gonzalez prepares for this free kick. Ball curled in, Beaudry looking for it and would not be denied as he rises up and reels it in. Has not been a difficult day for Adam Beaudry. But I asked him about the team's offense earlier this week. He said, we've been great. And I get a chance to talk to him again this week. Wonder what he thinks about this 5-goal performance. As this ball comes over the top, Beaudry will pick it up. And looking back to last season for Colorado, they ended the year with a 7-11-6 record. Did not make the playoffs. So with a win here today, they'll be 1 win away from matching last year's entire win total. And looking to add another goal here late in this match. Miller. Aguirre Ortega. Flores. Quick ball to Miller. And he'll earn his team a corner. LaRosse sends it in. Down on the backside. LaRosse will pick it up. Takes it into the box this time. Nice idea. Now Amadine. And we have contact behind the play. And up quickly was Dauda Amadou. And being asked to come off the field for a moment as he gets checked out. And here it is again, the contact. Looked like he took an elbow to the face. Does have to go off for a moment, but looks to be okay. It'll go down as of right now. It's a clean sheet for Adam Beaudry. And for Beaudry, who made his professional debut versus North Texas SC the last time his team was out on the field. And one of the players that we spoke with earlier this week was asked about playing at the national level. You spent time with the U17 youth national team during the CONCACAF championships, where the United States made the run all the way and lost to Mexico. And he's preparing to play with U.S. men's U17 national team in the World Cup. And when he talked about that opportunity, just shared that the time that he's taken with the national team brings it back when he's with this team for the Rapids. Larraz wants one from deep. This one's high and out. The finishing the point on Beaudry takes what he learns at the national level and takes the intensity of those practices, of those training sessions, the intensity of those matches overall, and just wants to have the same type of energy with the second team here. Another player on this side that has national team experience who's coming back from injury is Daniel Chacon. Wishing him well as he continues to work back from injury. Carson Klein tracks this ball down. And look at Steve Flores. His team up 5 goals, and he's still racing back, not giving an inch. Carson Klein will take his time as he was tackled. And a clean tackle from Steve Flores. And as you see here, gets all ball. And of course, for Carson Klein, toppling over him, took the worst of it. And Klein already showing his warrior mentality, playing with a wrap on his right arm. Looking like having his nose checked on. And he will continue. So he walks off the field for a moment. And the fans here showing their support. Long throw in. Bibu heads it, and Beaudry will keep it in. Larraz swiveling forward, still on the ball. Can't keep it all the way through the box as it was a green wall. And now a free kick for Colorado. And a red card is shown again. So the second red of the day for a Los Angeles player. And this one goes to Brandon Tellez. So he will not be available the next time these two teams play. So Tellez has to leave the field of play.
A red card ejection was issued by the referee. The LA Galaxy 2, number 54, Brandon Tellez, in the 80th minute of play.
So Colorado, for the final 10 minutes plus stoppage time, will be up 2 men, already leading 5-0. But just a match if you're Marcelo Sarvas to look back on and really not worry about this type of match. A lot of coaches say sometimes you throw the tape out and just move right on to the next opponent. And this will be one early on. You can look at how the match transpired and seeing how Colorado quickly broke you down out on the wide side and then worked back inward. But after a certain point where the emotions were coming out, the only other talking point for sure LaRose takes it from deep. And Mikovic picks it up. Colorado took advantage of the first red card, putting in 2 more goals. And again, another booking. This one coming for Gonzalez. And LaRose is down for the time being. So the hope for our referee, Chris Ruska, is that cooler heads will prevail in the final 10 minutes of this match. Because the 5 goals, one of the stories, but now the bookings becoming a secondary storyline. So LaRose still down. He will work his way up. And a substitute coming in for Aaron Bibu.
Entering the game, number 64, Javier Zapien.
And Javier Zapien will come in for him. So again, a tough day at the office if you're Aaron Bibu. Did not see a lot of the ball, and that's always frustrating as a number 9 when you don't get touches. And when you do get touches, it's much deeper in your defensive end rather than on the offensive end. And Colorado just had a good game plan to squeak things out. And now up 2 men. Is there a 6th on the horizon? Long effort, and Mikovic just pushes it clear. And again, from a deep position, Colorado has shown aggressiveness to shoot from anywhere. Now Oliver LaRose places the ball down once again. Marlon Vargas trots over, looking for maybe an early corner or a short corner. But the ball comes into the box. Bouncing Miller. Fighting for it. And the joust won by Carson Klein. And mentioned his warrior mentality. He has a wrap on his arm, on his right arm. He has nostril gauze in his left nostril. He does not want to come out of this match. On the ball now is Klein. Amadine. Blocked off. Now virtually impossible to work through if you're LA down the 2 men. 5 minutes remain plus stoppage time here in Carson, California. A dominant display on offense from Colorado and a deafening defensive effort as well. Initially, the press didn't allow for Los Angeles to have any way through. The first goal scored by Marlon Vargas. Then, what would you expect when he's been in the lineup? He scored. Yosuke Hanya had the second goal of the match at the end of the first half. Then here in the second half, 3 more goals scored by Colorado overall. Hanya has a second. Cabral had a goal. And then Daniel Garcia, just 7 minutes into his outing, had a goal. Have a foul on Colorado. And in the first half, 12 shots taken by Colorado to just 3. As Amadine floats this one in, Beaudry will tip it over for a corner kick. And that was just the day. Despite the possession lead in the first half, as Amadine makes things difficult, and Beaudry not wanting to take any chances. Cross comes in, headed away. Gonzalez works forward. His shot blocked away. The 1-2 ball nestled out, and a goal kick upcoming. But finishing the point, despite having more possession in the first half, LA had possession in their own end for a lot of the first half, and Colorado took advantage of their opportunities. Then in the second half, 2 red cards for Los Angeles. After the first red card, 2 quick goals, maybe within 2 minutes apart, turned this match upside down and out of reach for Los Angeles. Miller. Quick ball through. Colorado looking for a handball, but our referee, Chris Ruska, shakes his head. Nothing coming. Another free kick for Los Angeles, but in the wrong position, so it has to be retaken. Klein. Back on the ball to the middle. Gonzalez. Uses his speed and earns the foul on Vargas. Gonzalez. To Klein. And now a takeaway. On the ball is Amadou, but headed away down to Carson Klein. Out wide to Delgado. Finds Amadine. And that does it here in Carson, California. An avalanche of offense for Colorado. And the final here between Colorado Rapids 2 and LA Galaxy 2, 5-0. Colorado with the win here on the road. And our Adidas man of the match for Colorado, Yosuke Hanya, a man who's always in the right place and scores his brace here on the evening. 2 goals in the match, and he moves into a lead for most goals in all of MLS Next Pro. The man of match day 6 might be the man of match day 7, and the man of April here in MLS Next Pro. He's on his way here in MLS Next Pro play. For our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew, I'm James Hadnot. Our final score, Colorado Rapids 5, LA Galaxy 0. Don't forget you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long on MLS Season Pass on Apple TV and MLSNextPro.com. Have a blessed evening.
This copyrighted broadcast of MLS Next may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcasted without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.